So hello everyone, welcome to this video, and in this video I will be explaining the problem 2sum, which is a fairly popular and easy problem. So what the problem is basically saying is that you have been given an array and you have been given a target, and you have to find out the sum of return the indexes of two numbers whose sum is going to be equal to target. So in this case 2 plus 7 is going to be equal to 9, so our answer will be 0 comma 1. So fairly simple. So there can be two approaches to this problem. The first approach is going to be obviously n square time complexity. You will take one number and reiterate to find the another number with which you are going to add up and give 9. So this is the n square method. Our second approach is going to be of by using map. So first I will explain you via an example on the whiteboard how our approach will work, and then we will code it. So let's understand. I hope you have already read this problem well, because I didn't put much time here to explain the question, and it is a good idea to put some effort yourself before coming to the solution. So here let's say the array is going to be let's name this array nums, and our target is going to be, let's say, 6. Okay, so in the end what is going to be the equation? So t is equal to nums a plus nums b. Okay, or we can say that t minus nums a is equal to nums b. So we will use this equation. Doesn't matter much. Well, okay, so I will be using map to explain the approach. So what I will store is that I will store this thing t minus nums a. I will go to each number and then store the difference of target minus that number, and then again in another for loop I will write the map, build the map here, and then I will explain. So first we will traverse each element and put it in a map. So map is going to be like this. So 6 minus 3 is going to be 3, and since we have to return the indexes, so I will also store the index here. So 3 comma 0. Now 6 minus 2 is going to be 4, so I will write 4 here and store its index also. 2's index is 1. Now again I will write 6 minus 4 is equal to 2 and store its index, 4's index, this index. So okay, so now I have built this map. So ideally, if a solution exists, if I go now if there should be some number nums b which should satisfy this thing t minus nums a. So I have stored this t minus nums a here. So I will reiterate. When I will go to 3, I will see that, hey, does there a number 3 exist in this map? Because if 3 exists and I am at 3, then this equation will satisfy. And yes, here the equation is satisfying, but the catch is that this 3 and this 3, this 3's index 0, they are the same. So this is not possible, because we have in this case we will be returning 0 comma 0. This is one mistake you can do. So I will not consider those values where the index of this nums b and nums a are same. Okay, now I will go to 2, and ideally if there should be 2 should exist. So here 2 exists, so I will find out that yes, a target t minus nums a exists. So now I will get my 2 indexes. So this index is 1, so our resultant index will be 1, and this index here, this one's index is 2. So this is how we arrive at our solution, that is 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. I hope it is pretty clear. It is not that hard. Okay, so now let's code it. How do we code it? So coding is going to be pretty simple. Yes, we are at maximum font. So first thing first, we will make a vector int res. We will store our result here. In the end we will return this res. Okay, now we will make another map int comma int mp. Let's name this mp. Now in our first for loop we will build our map. Okay, so for int I is equal to 0, I less than nums dot size I plus plus, and we will insert our mp dot insert. This is how you insert two values in a map. So first will be target minus nums I, and the second element second part of the map will be our index. Okay, so with this step we will build this map. Now we will find the pair in this iteration. So we will again iterate this map. For int I is equal to 0, I less than nums dot size I plus plus, and then we will find out if mp dot count. So mp dot count, what mp count? Okay, hi, sorry for the disruption. Well, I just paused the video because someone entered my room. So where were we? We will try to find out those elements whose sum is going to be who are going to satisfy this condition. So if mp dot count, so nums I is equal to true, so if this exists and mp nums I is not equal to I, then it means that we have got our answer. So first one checks that if mp dot count nums I should exist. This basically means that say 2 should exist here, and the second condition makes sure that these indexes are not going to be same. Here the index is 1 and here the index is 2. These should not be equal. So now we have got our answer, so we will push it into our resultant vector res dot pushback. I'm using my friend's premium account on LeetCode, that's why these auto suggestions are coming. Res dot pushback mp nums I and res dot push underscore back I, and we will break the loop here. Okay, and we will run our test cases. If compilation works, it's working fine, so it means that we should be good to submit our question and the answer has been accepted. So if you do like this video, please do subscribe the channel, and that's all I want, and also like the video. So bye bye.